Everything we've done so far was without connecting to a network. In this section, we're going to be talking about post-connection attacks. So attacks that you can do after connecting to a network. Now, it doesn't matter if this network was a wireless or a wired network. And it doesn't matter how you managed to connect to it. We're going to forget all about what we did so far, and we're just going to assume that you have connection to the network. So you could have just connected physically using a wire to the router or to the server and you gained your access. You could have managed to crack the key if it was a WEP or WPA key, and then now you have access to the network. Or you could have just, the network maybe wasn't using any encryption and it was a wireless network and you just connected to it. So it doesn't matter how you gained your connection. If you are in a network, then you can launch all of the attacks that we're going to talk about in this section. One thing I'd like to note first though is if you're in a wireless network, then in all of the previous attacks, we were setting our wireless card in monitor mode so we can capture any packet that goes in the air. In this section, we're going to be using our wireless cards in managed mode because we only want to capture packets that are directed to us because we have access to the network, so we don't really need to capture everything. Another thing is, if you're testing in your lab and you want to test these attacks without using a number of wireless cards, so in my case, I'm actually going to be connecting to my network using a Wi-Fi card from the Kali machine. Otherwise, what you can do is you can, on your settings here in the virtual box, make sure that your Kali machine, if you go on the settings and go on the network, make sure that it's using NAT network and make sure it's on the same subdomain as the other devices. So that's the Kali one, and then the Windows machine, we're going to be trying to hack into it or launch attacks against it. If you go on the network, you'll see that it's connected to a NAT network and it's the same network. You can do this and use ETH0 in your attacks from the Kali machine. It's going to be a virtual interface, but it's just going to work just as a normal interface. Or alternatively, you can use your Alpha card, just connect from your Kali, connect to your target network, and then you'll be able to test the security of any device that is in your network. So you can connect your virtual machine, your Windows virtual machine, to the same network, or you can just test any other device that you have. You can test it on your phone or on an old laptop or anything else.